What is up, YouTube? How you guys doing? I am here today to bring you guys a video on how to set up the Nvidia Shield. Alright, so I'm going to take it from the very beginning. The only thing I did was turn it on, put in my email address, and connect to my Wi-Fi. That's it. Alright, so I'll show you guys how to actually set it up right now. It's not all that dissimilar from setting up the Mi box, although the settings that you want to put in there are a little bit different. Let's get started, guys. All right, I'm gonna take you guys in here to the Shield. All right, there we go. This is the home screen. When it starts up, it'll populate these recommendations on the top based on things you've watched before or things you like throughout your Google account. Your next row is all your apps. Nvidia gives you a game section. Okay, we're gonna make this become the awesome streaming machine that it is. All right, so you're in here. This is going to be the first thing you do. You're going to go down to your settings. You're going to click on them. Okay, and you are going to leave almost everything alone, pretty much. All right, you're going to go down to About, and you are going to go to near the bottom where you see the build. Okay, and you're going to just keep clicking on build over and over and over again until you are now a developer. And when you do that, if you click back, okay, you now have developer options. You wouldn't see those without doing that. You're going to click on developer options, and you're going to go down until you get to this right here, window animation scale. Change that from 1 times to 0.5 times. Transition animation scale, 1 times to 0.5 times. Animator duration scale, 1 times to 0.5 times. Okay? The reason you're going to do that is because it makes all of the windows and transitions between the windows happen much faster. Shield can handle it. It's awesome. Everything moves quicker now. All right, so it doesn't change this, like going up and down. What it changes is how fast it gets you into another window, like that, and back, and like that, and back. All right. Also, when you're going back to the home screen, it's much faster. You see that? The fluidity is quick. So that's what that does. I always enable that. It makes the Shield even faster than it is. All right, once you've done that, I know what everybody wants, right? You want Kodi. So we're going to go to the Google Play Store, and you're going to accept the terms, and you're going to go to search. Kodi. All right, I use the voice because it has the voice functionality built into the remote. There it is, Kodi. We're going to install it. We're going to accept that. All right, I'm not going to open it yet. Guys, if you have, if you have, what do you call it? Hulu or Netflix or HBO, Sling TV, install all those things too, guys. Obviously, I'm not going to go through installing all those, but they're all in the Play Store. Amazon streaming, the Amazon Prime Video streaming service is already on here, so you're good with that too. Comes on the box. All right, so I'm going to go back to the home screen. I have now installed Kodi, which will show up here. I'm going to long press on the remote, and I'm going to move it just like on the Mi box. Same thing, because this OS is the same. I'm going to go ahead and put that all the way to the front. Well, Netflix is already here too, right? So let's go ahead and take Netflix and move Netflix. And then let's move Amazon Video. All right. And then let's move YouTube. There we go. I'm good with that setup for now. Done. And it'll stay like that. So simple, easy to do. You just long press the remote while you're over any app, and it will allow you to move it around. Then you hit done when you're done. All right, so we got that in, right guys? So the settings were easy. We just went in, did the developer options, installed Kodi. Took us no time at all. We're going to open Kodi. All right, Kodi's in. First thing we're going to do, guys, go up to the settings cog on the top here. Click it. Go over to system settings. Click on that. We're going to go down to add-ons. And we're going to click on show notifications and unknown sources. And then we're going to say yes. Good to go. I'm going to click back. I'm going to go down to the file manager. We're going to go to add source. I'm going to click on none. And we are going to put in HTTP. Whoops. Sorry, I'm using this new remote that I showed you guys in the last video. There we go. HTTP, whoops, colon, / repo dot supreme builds dot com. All right, and we're going to say OK. Then we're going to go down to enter a name for this media source. Click on it, and we are going to call it Supreme Builds. We're going to say OK. And we're going to scroll down to OK, and we're going to click OK. All right. So now we've added that source. I'm going to click back on the remote. Back again. Go down to add-ons. All right. Click on it. Go up to the package up there in the top left. Click on it. Going to go to install from zip file. We're going to go down to Supreme Builds, which we just saved. And we're going to click on repository.supremebuilds. And that's going to install automatically. There you go, it's installed. All right. And obviously I'm going to show you guys how to set up a Supreme build on here. You guys can install whatever build you want, obviously. You don't have to get this repo, you don't have to get whatever. This is just how to set up the Shield. I'm going to take you guys through a Supreme build. I'm going to go to install from repository, Supreme Builds repository, program add-ons, Supreme Builds wizard, install. All right. It brings you the pop-up for welcome to the wizard. We hope you enjoy our builds and apps. You can remind you later if you want to see that again, or you can dismiss it. I'll dismiss it. Guys, as far as saving data, I'll show you. Keep tracked, keep real to grid, keep my login data, keep my advanced settings, keep my favorites, keep my whitelist. All right. You can enable all of those. Do not enable the 4 that are not checked. All right. Please don't do that if you're using a Supreme build, because that will mess up the builds when they update. You can keep those right there though. Okay. Or you don't have to enable any of them. If you don't plan to use a whitelist, you can always enable them later. Okay, the 3 things that you should leave on is clear cache on startup, clear packages on startup, and clear all thumbnails on startup. Those are on by default. All right, we're going to click continue. Oh, I don't want to whitelist anything right now. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to go to build menu. And I'm going to install Titanium Krypton. Okay. I'm going to click on it. And I just installed a fresh Kodi, so I can click standard install. If I already had a build or any kind of data on my Kodi, I would have to do fresh. But it's a brand new Kodi, so we're going to do standard install. Would you like to download and install Titanium Krypton version 1.7? Yes, and then click on it. and it will start downloading. Once it downloads, it starts installing. You keep an eye on that errors note right there. I say this in every video, guys. If you have a small amount of errors, you'll probably be okay. But if you have like 100 or more, the build's probably going to be messed up. Most common reasons for errors would be the device starts to go to sleep while this is happening. And if that happens, then you can get errors. But it can also be a bad zip download, or it could be a issue with your Kodi directory where there's a corrupt file in it. There's quite a few reasons why it can happen, guys, but you just want to keep an eye on it. If your device does start to go to sleep, just press up, the up direction on your remote control. If you start to see it get dark, that will stop it from sleeping. And that way you have the highest probability of getting 0 errors. This is literally the first time I've used this, like I said, other than entering my email and Wi-Fi. So that's really it, guys. It's installing right now. There we go. And at the end, would you like to force close Kodi or reload profile? If you're setting up a shield, you definitely want to click on force close. Don't click reload profile on any device. It kind of freezes Kodi up and becomes a real pain. It's good for other things, you know, but not for this. So you're going to click force close if you're on a shield or any decently powered device. A lot of first gen Fire Sticks, you want to pull the plug. Even second gen Fire Sticks, you can pull the plug. But old MXQ boxes, if you happen to be able to install 17, you could do that. But here we're going to click force close because I know that'll work. All right, I force closed it, right? We're going to go ahead and open Kodi. And boom, there's titanium, guys. Just like that, it's in. We'll give it a minute. The wizard will do its thing. There we go. Now the add-ons will start updating. Yeah, Origin just retired, guys, so that Origin repo update failed. We'll have to get fixed. And Sanctuary Update's going to fail too right now because that's from the Origin repo. So next update will take care of that. All right, that's it. Everything updated, guys. As you can see, Shield is super fluid. It's like being on a damn PC. It's an awesome device. Absolutely the best streaming device you can get. Works great. Can't beat it. All right, we're going to go down to power. And we're going to go to exit. I like to do that after the initial install and everything updates, just to make sure it saves. It's just something I like to do. It takes a while on the first one because it just did a bunch of stuff. It's saving all the settings. But doing that after you install, if you click power exit, I notice a lot of people get problems where, you know, they say, oh, I had titanium on my device, or I had this build on my device, any build, and all of a sudden after 2 days it's not there. I just have the plain original Kodi skin again. It's probably because you guys never pressed power and exit after installing the build. It needs to save itself. That's the only way it ever updates and saves its own settings, is by pressing power and exit. So definitely do that, guys, all right? All right, so Kodi's installed. I've pressed power and exit. I'm going to go right back in. Now the wizard will do its thing again. It's going to clear out all the updates that just happened. All right, that's pop up from Xunity talk. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't care about it. There we go, cache, thumbs, packages. I'm going to get the updates again. All right, now the rest of the configuration comes from the Supreme Builds wizard, guys. All right, we need to go into maintenance first. Okay, first thing I like to do is go down to System Tweaks and Fixes. Go to Advanced Settings and Krypton Advanced Settings. And we're going to do Nvidia Shield Krypton. Whoops, went too fast. Would you like to download and install Nvidia Shield Krypton? Install. Advanced settings.xml file has been successfully written. Once you click OK, it will force close Kodi. Okay. Now again, guys, that's another reason I hit the exit. I don't want to force close without it saving first. So it closed. We're going to open Kodi one more time. Now we have the advanced settings for the Shield in, which helps with the device with streaming. All right. What else? Yeah, we're going to keep getting those update faileds there. We're going to go to System, just real quick. Going to make sure of something. Add-ons. My add-ons. Video player input stream. I enabled these by default in the last Titanium update. Yep, they're enabled. If you don't have these in your device, guys, whatever build you're using, if it's not a Supreme build, make sure you go and enable that. All right, it's in System, Add-ons, My Add-ons, okay, and then Video Player Input Stream. They're disabled by default. Enable both of those, otherwise you have problems with live TV streams. Things like Sports Devil, stuff like that will not play streams. So you definitely want those enabled. Now on most devices, I tell people, right, to go into System and then Player, and I tell them to go to this processing here, where you have Allow Hardware Acceleration. On the Shield, you can leave it because the hardware is great. It's awesome. The acceleration works just fine. It's got a lot of codecs. It works fine. So you don't have to turn this off on the Shield. You don't have to turn it off on a PC. But a lot of other Android devices, I'd advise you guys to turn that off, all right? On the Shield, I leave it on. If you're having problems and things are laggy for any reason, go ahead and turn it off and see if it helps. But I have yet to encounter that problem on the Shield at all, all right? All right, so that's it for settings. That's all you need to do, guys. Now we're going to go back into the wizard. And we are going to go to the APK installer. And we are going to go to streaming live TV and movie apps. And we're going to get Mobdro. And we're going to download and install it. Click install. Oh, see, for security, your phone is set to block installation of apps obtained from unknown sources. I forgot to turn that on since it's a new box. So turn on unknown sources right there. So select OK. Now it's on. It's all good. You can just go back. Click Mobdro again. Yes, I'd like to do that. Go ahead and get it again. Install. Move over. Click Install. All right, done. We're going to get LiveNet TV for boxes. Download. Install. Install. Mobdro and LiveNet TV are basically the two best apps that are like free apps that are, you know, for live TV streaming. So I always put those on every box, guys. I'm going to say done. All right. What else? I love Terrarium TV. It's an awesome app. It's kind of like you know, Exodus or Zen, whatever for, but it's an APK, it's an app. So I install that. I used to use Movie HD a lot, but with Terrarium, I really don't. Terrarium is better suited for the boxes as well. So we're going to install Terrarium. I'm going to say done. All right. That's about it. I don't really install any other ones. Amazon Prime is already on the Shield, so you don't need it. Go back. Oh, if you notice, Terrarium TV says requires MX player, so we're going to get that. All right. Go back. Where do we get MX player from? Media/video players. MX Player Pro. We're going to download that. We're going to install it. Install. App installed. Done. All right. What else? For me, I use daily updates, so I am going to go ahead and install daily updates. First, I will install the core services. Download, install, install. If you guys don't have daily updates, you don't need to install this. But I use daily updates, so I install it. And then I'm going to install daily updates IPTV. Download, install, install. Done. All right. If you guys are using A-Stream links, stuff like that, you go to the torrent streaming engines, you would install A-Stream engine and Sopcast. I'm not going to do that because I don't really use those. And then web browsers. I always install Chrome on my boxes. Take Google Chrome, download it. Install. Install. And because this is an official Android TV device with Leanback Launcher, you're going to want to get the Leanback Launcher app shortcuts, all right? All the official Android TV devices have Leanback Launcher app shortcuts, they are Leanback Launcher is the interface for it, right? I'm just going to click home real quick so you guys can see. All right. If I go down to my apps now, what do I have? What did I install so far? Terrarium, MX Player, and Daily Updates are the only things that show up. I installed more than that, but you can't see them because those apps that I installed don't have Leanback Launcher shortcuts. All right, let me just go ahead and move Terrarium over while I'm over here already. I'm going to take Terrarium and put that right after Kodi. I'm going to go back and get Daily Updates. And for me, I put Daily Updates actually right after Kodi because that's my IPTV service. All right. And I'm going to say done. Now, here's the other thing, guys. All right. Let me go back into Kodi. All right. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to go to Leanback Launcher app shortcuts, all right? Click on it. All right, so I installed Chrome, right? So I'm going to install the Chrome shortcut. Install. Install. Done. I installed Mobjo, right? So I'm going to install the home screen shortcut for Mobjo. Download. Install. Install. Done. And that's it. Out of these, I didn't install any of the rest of these right now. But now, if you look, guys, I'm going to go back to the home screen again. Now, where you didn't see them before, okay? Now I have Mobjo and Chrome, see? I also got enough that it made a second row. So I'm going to take Mobjo. And I'm going to bring it over right there, next to Daily Updates. And I'm going to take Chrome, and I'll bring that over probably put it under YouTube, I guess. Yeah, that's good. All right, done. Now I cannot see one of the apps I installed, which is LiveNet TV. And that's because I don't have a lean back launcher shortcut for it. All right. So how can I get to it? Well, one way to get to it is if you go down to settings and you go to apps and you see your downloaded apps. There it is, LiveNet TV. You can click on it and you can say open. But that's really annoying. Who wants to do that, right? Nobody wants to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into Kodi. Okay. And you see this sideload launcher right here? You're going to install that. Sideload launcher allows you to see all the apps on your device that don't have shortcuts. I'm going to install that. You can also get sideload launcher from the Play Store, but I have it in the wizard, so you can get it from there while you're getting the rest of your lean back launcher shortcuts. So now let me back out of Kodi. I'm going to set power, exit. Always power exit, guys. Let it save. There we go. All right, so now we have lean back launcher, right? Which is going to, or sideload launcher, sorry. I'm going to take that and I'm going to move that because I really like sideload launcher. I think sideload launcher is actually going to go right under, right next to Kodi. So let me show that to you guys, all right? We'll say done. We're going to click sideload launcher. And what it does is it just opens up all of your apps. So now I got LiveNet TV. I can click on it and I can use it. All right. So guys, that is my recommended Shield setup. Simple, easy, done. Doesn't really take too much time. That is it. You guys can check out Nvidia games. If you're into gaming, I would definitely do that. I just showed you guys how to make it a stream machine. I'll make another video to show you guys how to set up the Shield for gaming at a later time. All right. That's it, guys. And when you're done, oh, let me show you this too. If you go to power, right, you have the option here to click, tell it to sleep or restart. Okay. If you set it to sleep, what you can do is it'll go to sleep and you can just press the center button on your remote and you'll be able to wake it back up. But if you actually want to shut it down, okay, you're going to go to settings and you're going to go to about and you have power off right here. That will turn it off. And if you do that, you'll have to press the button, the physical touch button that's on the Shield itself to turn it back on. So that's all I wanted to show you guys. All right, that is it. I will be bringing you guys lots of videos from this Shield now. It is my official Shield for YouTube, and I've begun the setup for it. When I test out new APKs and things, they'll all come on here. You guys will get to see them. All right, so everybody have a great day. And I will talk to you guys soon. Supreme Builds is out of here.